All right. Right back.
Actually, my backup character is an artificer that can hack into the DM systems and
I
reduce the
knew
hit
it.
points of all of our enemies.
Mm-hmm.
It had to be done. There was no other way. All right. Yeah, let's fucking go.
So the one that bit me.
Oh, the other one's meant to be guarding. Stupid.
Yeah, I would like to attempt to grapple it
Okay.
with my jaws.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a strength check, yeah?
It would be strength checks against each other.
Yeah. That is an 18 from me.
And a 16 from the wolf. So,
Woo!
are you trying to grapple it?
I am trying to. Let's see. It bit my arm, yeah? Or
Yeah, just
yeah.
The mighty
So,
boy bites the mighty boy.
assuming it's still holding on, I'm gonna pick it up and bite it on the scruff of the neck,
Okay,
and
roll
then
roll
was that?
damage, I'll say. Roll damage. Roll a
Damage?
Roll to assert
D4.
dominance.
Roll a
D4.
D4 plus your strength.
That is a 4.
Altogether?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I'd like to use my special DM. Can I have this bonus action to use breath weapon?
Yep. While it's in your mouth, you're just like, ah!
I'm gonna burn this fucker in half.
Oh, shit. All right. Roll your...
That's-
I'll say just
breath
roll your
weapon.
damage
Two-
because it is grappled.
Yeah, that's... that is 11 damage.
All right. So, if you've seen Godzilla King of Monsters, where he like basically just like into the mouth of, I think it was Ghidorah, wasn't it?
Ghidorah.
Yeah. You basically
that was-
just like
yeah.
are biting, and as you bit into the scruff of its neck, you burnt. So the head of the wolf is still in your mouth, but the body drops.
Yeah.
There you go.
Didn't-
Shit.
Didn't like that. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, cool. Next up,
Glint had his vengeance.
bite me. It's what fucking
My teeth are bigger.
what was it? Wild Dogs, the one with Cuba Gooding Jr., where he's like, bite the wolf, and he'll show you
Yeah.
you're the
Yes.
alpha.
Snow dogs.
Snow Dogs, that's what it is. Okay, sorry, Aaron, you're up.
So I am going to, as a bonus action,
Sorry.
it's fine. As a bonus action, I will do second wind.
Okay.
So I'll roll D10 and add my +1.
Mm-hmm.
Do D10. Roll. I got a 9, so I add 9. I regain 9 hit points.
Okay.
Oh, I get 10 hit points because I dropped that thing.
How many?
And I will, as an action, I will cast Booming Blade and make a attack.
Okay.
So with my sword, 18 plus 6 is 24.
Yeah, that hits.
And
Roll
I'll-
sweet damage.
It'll be B10.
It'll be 10.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
I want to come behind or try to step around behind the wolf and just cut it. Try to just cut it across the throat, and then I'll look at the wolf that's over here in front of me now, or on the side of the building, and I just stare at it and taunt it to come towards me.
Damn. Okay. It's also like kind of smoldering because of the fire still. But yeah.
Okay,
Anything else?
that's it.
Nice.
I'll stand my ground.
Okay. Sounds good. Zen, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to move towards this wolf, and I have my shield out, but I'm going to use my battle axe to try to hit him. So, let's... Ooh, that's only a 9 to hit. Never mind.
That's a miss.
You hit it about as well as a goat.
Yeah, you swing and definitely hit hit the floor
Wilt?
like next to it and make a dent. Just like,
I'm just
oh,
real
okay.
short, you know? It was hard to reach up to get the wolf.
No one's judging you, but everyone's judging you.
Okay, well that's my turn.
All right. It is now that wolf's turn, and it's going to run as well since it is on fire.
I guess.
I guess. All right, Zagreus, you're up.
Okay, Zagreus is gonna move over real quick, and then he's going to cast a Ray of Frost on this wolf right here.
Okay.
And that is, haha, nat 20, 27 to hit.
So
Volatile
that
dice.
being said, isn't Ray of
Bye-bye, goat.
Frost a cone?
Yes, I believe it is.
I think that
I'm not sure how big of a cone. I don't really know what the range of
I
that
think it's
is.
15. I could be wrong.
Sorry, goat.
Oh
Not just the
no.
goat. You're next to it too, Tim.
Oh
I know,
no.
I feel bad for the goat.
Wait, Ray of Frost, the cantrip?
Yeah.
But the story
No,
that this will be.
It's a ranged spell attack.
Oh,
Single
right,
target.
Okay. Never mind. Then you're good.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect. I was like, oh god, this is about to get real bad. Okay, so
Not the goat. Not
what
the
do we have
goat.
to? What do I have to roll?
Let's see.
It's
So I
a ranged
rolled-
spell attack.
Yes.
Critted.
Oh, okay. And he crit. Nice.
Mhm.
All right. How much?
So
is
that
the
means I rolled
damage?
twice, right?
Yeah.
Total damage is 11 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Okay, so I picture it, since it's like a light sort of move, Zagreus is just kind of going to shape it, and it's going to turn it into like a dragon's mouth, and it's going to freeze right over the wolf.
All right. And then as the dragon bites down on the wolf, very similar to Glint, it freezes the wolf in place. And there's like a statue of a wolf there. Yeah, and the goat like licks it like a popsicle.
The tongue gets stuck to the frozen wolf.
Great.
It's not as smart. It's not as smart.
It has an int of 2.
Overpowering desire to draw that.
Do it, Charlie.
Tablets upstairs.
I was gonna say, like, any art you want to make, I'll put it in the slideshow for each stream.
No, I'll get too distracted.
Anything else, Zagreus?
I'm just going to tell Zinnia, like, well, I guess we better get going, and then move over and end my turn.
Okay. Ismark is gonna draw his longsword and attack the wolf. This is either gonna be really good or really telling. He hits! By God, he does it.
Yay!
Wow!
15.
Woo!
Alright. A d8 plus 3. He rolls an 8 plus 3. He needed 11 to kill the thing. He slices right down. Holy shit. Alright. I have a very bad history with NPCs in combat. They die or do nothing for people a lot. So that was really exciting.
Way to go, bud.
You beat,
Yay! Got it, Burger Boy.
you beat my wolf puzzle. Good job.
You sunk my battleship.
You sunk my battle.
A labyrinth of lycanthropes.
Like
You knocked his block off.
You think those were lycanthropes? I'm just kidding. Yeah, so that's the end of combat. Very little damage was done, I think.
I'm gonna hold up my bleeding arm and. Ow!
Yeah, how hurt are people? That's what Cassie will say that. Like, are you guys okay? Is everybody okay?
We should get inside first and then tend to the wounded.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Get inside. You don't
follow.
have to, yeah, you don't have to move things if you don't want to. But
Is the goat coming with us?
Yes.
the goat. Oh, do you
Okay.
want the goat too? Do you control the goat?
Yes,
like,
please.
mentally?
Yes.
Okay. Then if you
This
control
is
the goat
terrific.
mentally-
Actually, point of order for the goat. For the creatures I can summon, they are friendly to you and your companions. They act on my turn. I can use a bonus action to command how they move and what action they take, or to give it general orders such as attack your enemies. In the absence of orders, it acts in a fashion appropriate to its nature. Could I allow other people to command it if it's friendly to the party?
No, I'd say it would be yours.
Just mine? Okay.
Yeah, since it was connected to your bag of tricks, you're like its master.
That's fair.
Yeah. So right now with no orders, it was done licking Wolfsicle, and now it's eating.
Hey,
The goat. In case he comes
stop
back.
messing around. Let's go. Call the goat.
Stop messing around, goat.
Stop, being such
Stop
a
doing goat things, goat.
Blasted goats.
I do like the idea that whenever it's not given an order, it just reverts to type. It
Yeah.
just
All right. I'm gonna just,
chews on the wallpaper.
I imagine
Could you
like the goat
imagine
from... It's the
this
goat from Gravity
campaign's-
Falls. Just...
Did you imagine this campaign starting off with a goat?
Absolutely.
It started with a bear, but now it's a goat.
That's true.
Goats of Strahd. When he
Yeah.
comes in, he says, "Over here." Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. All right. So he goes into this room, and this is what you see.
Sister better not be in there.
This man's writing this story. It's Irina! You did
Son of a
it.
bitch.
And this is how he knew it wasn't his dad.
I didn't see the token, I saw the body, and I thought you meant that was Irene. I was like, oh no.
Oh my.
It happened. She died. So,
The end.
brief description of the mansion. A weary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the ground and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet against the walls, the growth has been tramped down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw marks have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have assailed the mansion. One was added by you. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen. The interior of the mansion is well furnished, yet the fixtures show signs of great wear. Noticeable oddities are the boarded up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room. The Burgomaster is in a side drawing room on the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin surrounded by wilting flowers and a faint odor of decay. In front of you does stand a beautiful young woman with auburn hair, who you assume to be Irina, the sister of Ismark and daughter of Colian. The body is wrapped up, so you cannot see a face. But yeah.
As we step into the room, I'm going to turn to the goat and like, you should probably wait outside. Just go keep watch and just gesture towards the front door.
Our goat.
And it sits out front and watches.
Oh boy. Well,
I'm gonna take a seat and try to wait for the adrenaline to wear off.
Byron lights a cigarette and walks over to the body.
Nice.
Looks over at Irina and says, so how'd this happen?
His heart gave out.
Is there any way to remove the wrapping so we can examine the body?
Yeah. And she reaches down and pulls back the fabric that's over his face. And it is the face of the man that Strahd previously was disguised as. Sorry, I was like, what's the word? He was making himself look like this man
I look over at the group and I say, anyone here good with the body?
I'll take Cassie's hand and pull her over, and can we both take a look?
Sure. Roll a medicine check with advantage. Or you can both roll separately. Up to you.
Aiden is like constantly looking out the window, trying to see if there's anything, or if that creature comes back again.
All right, roll a perception check.
I am going to give myself guidance first.
Okay.
Schmort. I should
Actually-
have done that.
Do you have guidance?
Well, we still have Emboldening Bond because I'm assuming it hasn't been 10 minutes, so we automatically get that D4.
Yeah.
Is that for ability checks or just for?
It is blessed, so it is for everything.
No, bless is just attacks and saves, isn't it?
This is for attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Boom.
Cool.
So, yeesh.
Then I'll roll 2 d4s.
And Wonder Twins.
Unite.
Do. Okay.
That's going to
The
be
power
a
of Barovia.
22 for me.
22.
Nice.
I can't do math.
You never could.
They're so true.
Do you?
She says that as she's examining the body.
I'm so focused.
I'm terrible at
A lot
math.
of
We're
numbers.
looking at a body.
You counting the fingers? What's going on?
I hold up his hand. This is 5.
21.
21.
Sorry.
Okay. You both can see. Oh, hold on. Aiden, what did you roll for your perception?
I rolled a 15 on perception
Okay.
check.
You don't see anything on the horizon.
All right.
That being said, for the twins, you notice this man has been dead for possibly 3 days.
Can we tell what he died
Yeah,
from?
she was right. His heart gave out.
His lover
Probably
force
from
choked him
fright.
right before he gave birth.
Aaron pulls out his flask and offers it over to the 2 kids and says, "It looks like you both may be needing a drink."
Irina and Ismark.
Yes.
Ismark takes it, but Irina looks at him and shakes his head like, "Don't do that." And he drinks anyway.
It is holy water, remember.
Oh yeah.
Can I?
What the?
Can I vibe
Insight
check
check, Irina.
that little? Yeah, can I vibe check that little
Same.
interaction that Irina did there?
Sure. Roll a insight check.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see. 18.
18. She is not a fan of you all right now. And
That's
she's
fair. We just
untrustworthy.
came in and asked to see her dead dad.
Yeah,
We were brought here to see her dead dad.
she doesn't
Yeah.
know that.
Ismark said, "Follow me."
So, Cassie will turn to Irina and introduce herself and offer her condolences and say, I'm so sorry that we have to meet under these circumstances. I would like to offer my services to perform funeral rites over your father.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But not here.
And not here.
We have to get him somewhere not surrounded by evil. There are markings on the windows.
And I use roll an Arcana check to recognize the markings.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can Canadian do the same?
Are you stepping out of the house to do it?
No, I'm still in the house.
You have to leave
Although,
the house to look at it because it's on the boarded up windows.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Not
I
stay
rolled.
inside then.
I rolled a 12, but I'll still go outside to check anyway.
I'll say retroactively as you were walking in, you were looking them over. With a 12, it was the markings are to you like, oh, this is it's not so much a spell, but like, oh, this is a target. Like, it's saying to come here. Have you seen or read The Hobbit?
I've seen the movies.
So remember Gandalf like puts a marking on the door, and that's how all the dwarves know. That's basically what's happening here. For
Good
your
for work.
12. Yeah.
The lamb's blood above the door.
It's that goat. It's dead. Ah, I'm just kidding.
It was the goat all along.
It's the goat all along. But yeah, she said, not here. She wants to go somewhere else.
Cassie will like eyeball the rest of the group. Where did you want to go?
My father deserves respect, and he should be buried in the cemetery at the north of the town. There's a place there that all burgomasters have been buried for centuries.
And that's far enough away from evil for you.
It's far enough from the house that killed him.
Are you saying the house killed your father?
I imagine this house is cursed for the last 2 weeks. Wolves, monstrosities, other entities and monsters have come pounding at the walls all night, and his heart couldn't take it anymore. He even was, unfortunately, persuaded to invite a man into the house on 2 separate occasions.
Invite who in?
The man who gave me this.
And she pulls her collar down and shows the bite marks on her neck from where seemingly a vampire bit her.
This is the same man that was pretending to be your father? Outside?
Yes.
Who exactly is this man? Or creature?
His name is Strahd von Zarovich, and he lives in the castle above our village. He has been obsessed with me for some time. I stayed
To the point of
inside
placing a curse.
Why you? Why is he drawn to you?
I don't know. He never said much. He was always very loving with me, very gentle, as if he knew who I was. But I'd never met him before.
Can I roll an insight check?
Yeah.
That's only a 6.
What are you trying to gather from it?
If she is being truthful that she doesn't know why he's after her, or is being obsessed with her.
Yeah, with a 6, you're like, it's up to you how you want to take it, but you can't find a yes or no to what she's feeling.
Okay.
I
If
know
that
you're
makes sense.
concerned about your father, but I'm more concerned about us being here and you being here in an hour when he gets back.
After he died 3 days ago, there was no attacks on the house. This was the first time that something had happened. Perhaps it's Ismark coming home. Maybe it's you all making your presence known here, but it had been quiet for the past 3 days, and I've waited to move my father's body because I can't do it alone. I waited for Ismark to come home, but he's been missing. I presumed him dead. I've seen the man standing outside and watching over the house, but I steered clear of being seen, boarded up windows, and stayed near my father's body.
If you need
Well,
help burying your father, I'll support you.
Thank you.
What if we disguised her? Speaking to everybody, what if we disguised her and then took everybody to the cemetery? I have an extra set of vestments.
Disguise be enough for her?
Yeah, I was gonna
Like-
say, I look over at Aiden and I ask him about his understanding of divination and, his idea of like foretelling things, whether someone would be able to look past the disguise.
Ismark chimes in and says, I want to get her out of Barovia, the village of Barovia. I want to take her to Vallaki, which is a village further down, farther away from the castle. I just think...
Ravenloft Vallaki, right?
You want her to go to Ravenloft?
Well, I thought that was the name on the signpost that we saw upon...
It splits, yeah. Ravenloft is the
okay.
name of the castle.
Gotcha.
If nobody had told you before. Vallaki is a village further away that I believe should be out of eyeshot of Strahd, but he seems to know everything that happens in these lands.
Oh.
Yep, go ahead.
I'll ask. He can't come in unless he's invited, right?
Yeah, it seems so. That seems like...
And he only seems to leave the castle at night?
I've only seen him at night, but
What if...
people have said that he can change... I mean, he changed himself to look like my father. He could take form of anything. And with the overcast, I imagine somebody like him can get anywhere.
suggest, what if we say, I mean, Cassie wants to help her. I mean, and she'll look at Aiden and be like, we can take her somewhere else. I mean, the fortune teller told us that we'd have to go to different places.
Fortune teller?
Yes, a fortune teller.
Out by the lake?
I believe
Cassie
so,
will do that
yes.
thing where she like claps her hands over.
Kind of like glare over at Aiden.
What?
He gets right in your
We
face.
don't know what-
And he says, the one by the lake?
I believe so. Is there another lake that's around here?
Are you all working with those people?
What do you mean those people?
The Vistani, Strahd's right-hand people.
Dun, dun, dun.
Look at the other group. Look at the other members of the party, and we had no idea that they were working for him.
We're not working for them.
He turns and looks at you. Roll a persuasion check, Tara.
Me?
Yeah.
Can I help her by adding, we don't work for anyone?
Sure, I'll give her advantage with that.
Ooh, okay.
Since he's in my space now, I kind of like chest up a little bit, like.
Giant scared of nothing.
I rolled a 16.
Okay.
And I look back at him. Like, we're travelers. We just happened to come across them is all.
Interesting. Did they tell you anything? Did they tell you stories? Did they tell
I
you?
look over at him and I say, we were instructed to get them out of another city, and we made sure we followed them to the lake to be sure that they were far away from the other city.
And they let us here.
We brought a goat.
Was that your payment? Like, I give goat. Trust us. Okay. I trust you. They are very persuasive. They can make you believe whatever they want you to believe. What did your fortune say? Did it have anything to do with my sister, myself, my father?
There was something about a den of wolves near a mountain lake. She said something about a dead village that was drowned by a river. A treasure in a dragon's house. A dead man guarded by his widow. And some dark figure on a balcony with a twisted smile. I don't know. It sounded creepy.
Interesting.
I'm gonna walk over to Zagreus and like quietly whisper to him if he recognizes the face of the old man in the coffin to have any resemblance to the man that was carrying the note that we saw underneath the shrubbery.
Can I do a perception check? Or would it be
Since
sleight
it
of hand?
happened so close, it's not the man that you saw. Yeah.
Okay.
He was just carrying the note then from the Burgomaster.
Mhm.
Well, he's the one who gave up.
That guy's a quitter.
Yeah, also, the pain's not unbearable, but there is a lot of it. My arm got kind of fucked up.
Cassie will go over to him and like soothingly like kind of like rub his scales like, oh, I'm so sorry, like let me take a look at it.
Yes,
Tara look. Oh.
Is that it?
Yeah, I was like, are you casting a spell on him? What are you doing?
I'm looking at my spell list to see if it's worth it.
Okay.
I'll
happy to
go
be tended to.
I'll go over and use my 5 points of lay on hands on him.
Oh, nice. How kind. What a team.
Mm-hmm.
Was anyone else hurt?
With my temp, I'm doing all right.
I'm fine.
We're like Zinni and I are just cooing over Glint. Like it's gonna be okay.
We're there, bud.
little
Yeah,
buddy.
Awkwardly staring, is like, anyone else need anything?
You did such a good job.
I did, didn't I? See the way I cooked that fucking wolf?
While they're
You did, and you look shiny
Say.
doing it.
while they're saying all that, Tara looks at the siblings. Like, you need to get out within the hour, don't you?
Are you talking about Irina and Ismark?
Yes.
We got three
Okay.
sets of siblings.
I was like, we got a couple siblings here.
She's ignoring. She's just like watching her group chat, all that. But yeah, like, you need to get out within the hour, don't you?
Why would we need to get out in the hour?
To bury your
She,
father?
she gestures outside the door like he said he'd be back in an hour. What, didn't he?
Oh, Strahd did?
Yeah.
He so
Yes.
Ismark was kind of far from you guys when that happened. He
Got
was at
it.
the door, sorry. So he didn't
Oh.
hear that.
That's
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
no one was worried.
Yeah, we all
That's
know
what. So
that.
Yeah.
Tara will say that. She's like, yes, he told us to give her over and gestures to Irina and like, or he'll be back.
That's why I was saying it's more important to move you than your dad right now.
But can he get in the house? Doesn't it make more sense to stay safe and stay inside? And then we can
Well,
move
if-
her at another time?
Who invited them the first 2 times into the house?
The father.
The father did?
I'm just saying
Yeah, the
there's
dad
some
did.
sort of
Irina
mind
mentioned.
trick
May
happening.
he rest in peace.
Yeah, she said that her dad was persuaded to open the door.
I'm
Why
just
did-
saying if he could be, any of us could be too.
What
Why
if we
did
don't
you
open
choose
the
the
door?
father?
Maybe he was.
I don't know. Seems he didn't want. Well, I mean, I wouldn't go to the door, so he had to get somebody probably weaker minded.
Mm.
I know we don't know a lot about whatever's going on, but for this whole inviting thing, does it have to be each time, or is it just like an open invite once you say yes?
It seems like it's each time. Because it wasn't night after night, him coming in. There were a few nights in between.
Does it have to be somebody who lives there?
I don't know. I don't know his
Other-
rules.
Are there any books in the house on the history of the village of Barovia? Maybe even your family line.
Possibly in my father's room. He had. Well, it wouldn't have much. It's just like family tree.
Mm.
And she would leave, go upstairs, be a few minutes, and then come back down. And she would have a really old, thick, leather-bound book. And she would open it up, and it's just names and dates of born and dead. Nothing like super in depth of like, oh, this person had like this type of hair. It's just Colion, and then dead. This is when he was born. This is when he died.
Did it say what they died of, or just it gives it a day of death?
Just a day of death. It seems like it's just like, oh yeah, this is how we kept track of everything.
Like,
Because like she said,
How
there's
long
a
it-
place over at the cemetery where everyone would be buried. Like all the burgomasters along the line have been buried. And it seems like this has been her family's job for a long time. Because they all have like burgomaster name, date of birth, date of death. And then she actually goes over and grabs a quill. And she starts to fill in next to her father's name when he died in the book.
I looked towards her brother, and asked, "Where were you during all this when Strahd was in the house?"
To be honest, I do not remember what I was doing the days before meeting you all in that tavern. Knowing that I've been gone for a week is driving me insane.
What is the last thing you remember?
Last thing I remember, probably dinner with my dad and my sister.
Here
Probably-
in the house?
Yeah, having dinner here. Going on a hunt to get the food for dinner. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Can I check his neck for any type of bite marks or anything?
Yeah, roll an investigation.
I help him.
Sure.
Or
Roll
can I
your
give the
own.
help action?
Roll. Oh, you want to give help action? Okay. Go ahead
Yeah.
and roll with advantage then.
Okay. 17, so it'll be a 22.
No bite marks. He
So while this
does.
is
He
happening-
does look really dirty though. Like he probably has just been wandering for a while.
What's that, Greg?
Can I try to get, while that was happening, could I just try to get a read on him in general? Of
Yeah.
how.
Roll an insight check.
$24.
This guy has the like body language and facial reactions as somebody who has no recollection of what's been going on.
Is there any way that I can think of to help him remember what happened, or try to see if there's any kind of specific influence that is
I'm gonna
overtaken
metagame
him?
and say you don't have it at your level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it will be very difficult to get. I say to the group, it would be very difficult to get them both out of town, especially since we don't have the means of travel. We would be doing it on foot, unless you
I
all
have a cart.
looking at the brother and
Back.
sister. There we go.
Let's
Out back?
There's a cart out back
you should have led with
right up
that.
here.
And then
Well-
the
Well,
next
she didn't want to
question
say
would
she
be,
has like a vehicle and then be like, "Well, we're not going to help you, but we'll take the vehicle."
and then getting to Valaki would take how long by cart?
A few days, maybe.
Few days. So we would be essentially being trailed by Strahd, who probably is watching the house and is going to see us leaving, and will have the leg up on us essentially. I look at the group and I say it's a suicide mission.
Maybe not.
Well, let's hold
Well-
on. Looking at Arena, you want
What?
to honor your father and bury him properly, yes?
Yes.
How long would it take to get to the cemetery and back using your cart?
Maybe half an hour. It's just at the end of town.
Okay, so how about we do that, get back here in the safety of the house, and figure out things from there.
Yeah, we can hole up at least overnight, and
So,
then
It's going to take us a half an hour to
during
get to
the
the
day it might
cemetery.
be safer.
But to Byron's point, it'll take us a half hour to get there and back, and like after that's another.
Is
That's
it
an
half
hour.
there
We,
and
we
a
would
half
be
hour
arriving.
back, or is
We would
it
be
just-
arriving at the home when Strahd is here waiting for us.
What if you leave from there? Escape.
We can
Point of
ask
clarification, 30 minutes one way or round trip?
30 minutes to get there.
How much time is left, Steam?
Probably like
Probably 15
5,
minutes.
10, 15 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not like super long.
It's still not
don't
enough time
think-
to make a round trip.
At least back here.
I have the ability to talk to Mal and see if she can give me some type of guidance.
Sure. Roll just a charisma check.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Got this. You got
Better
this.
flex that charisma, boy.
I rolled a 9.
Roll the 9.
9.
I rolled a 4 plus 5, 9. I did it too hastily. I was nervous.
Oh, little nervous. Maybe we can
Hello,
talk
Mal.
another time.
Fine. I take a heavy swig from the flask, forgetting that it's holy water, and spit it out.
Where you spit is now a holy area in the house, so everybody can sleep. I'm just kidding.
Does that mean we get healing if we stand over there?
Of spirit, but not of body.
Question
Yeah.
for one of the siblings that I am not part of.
Okay.
How many people can fit in the cart?
Taking a whole body too. That might take
Yeah.
up a lot.
If we
Well, there's-
are moving my father in the casket, myself and Ismark have a relationship with the horse, so it will listen to our commands. Maybe one person in the back, and the rest will have to be on foot.
I think if we're gonna do this and we're gonna go to the cemetery, we should move as quickly as possible.
I agree.
It is a good idea, though. Ismark chimes in. If we there's enough of us to create some people in front of the cart, behind the cart. We can watch all sides while we move this thing.
Are we planning on leaving from the cemetery and heading to the other place?
I'm sure.
Or I'm talking to my party members.
Oh, sorry.
No, I wouldn't say that out loud. I would
Okay.
just.
I suggest we most likely leave straight from there, because otherwise, like I said, we would be coming right back at the moment
Right
that,
back.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'd rather not run into the scary man again.
at least not at
You
this
either
level.
have to- You either have to wait it out
10 levels.
until day, or we have to go and keep going.
So, we're in agreement then. Is there anything we need to take from the house?
Were you guys all saying that out loud?
Not we. I'm asking.
I was.
I'm
Okay.
asking the siblings if there's anything they need to take from the house. I'm
Okay.
not trying to
The
ransack.
first part of
like,
that
No,
conversation was
gotcha.
player to player, and then it was character to character.
Yeah, because Xenia said something that Ismark would agree with. He would say, I also think it's probably smartest if we get to the church and sleep in the church and leave in the morning.
Is the church safe?
Yeah, stay in a holy place.
I
I'm
mean,
here for that.
It's a holy place.
Oh.
And hallowed ground.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Let's do it.
highly doubt.
Cassie agrees.
There are enough of us to take watch 2 at a time. I'm sure we can defend ourselves.
I can
Absolutely.
also make more holy water once
Yeah.
we have a safer place.
This is true.
Yeah, I kind of spit mine everywhere.
Just wasting it.
You just
It's still
Give it
red
to
too.
It's coming in hand. Strahd didn't take a drink. She didn't take a drink. It's working.
everybody drinks it.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I call walking with the glow stick.
Oh, nice. I was like, the gloves? Oh, yeah, that's right.
With glint. Glint is the glow stick.
Yeah. Can someone help me move my father onto our cart?
Oh,
Oh, hell yeah,
Oh,
brother.
I can help.
I was like, I also look over at Glint being
No, I
the
wanna
biggest one in the group.
Oh, I love the idea of Glint getting one
need to
side
prove
and then
myself.
Zinnia like reaching up, like I can help.
I didn't hit the wolf. I need to prove myself.
Um,
Yeah, we
Cassie
got
will
this.
ask one of the siblings if there's anything they need to take from the house before we leave.
No, I think it's best we just leave this place.
I look over at Ismark and I say, this may be the last time you see this place for quite some time. You sure there isn't anything you need? or would like to have with you.
Do you maybe have a like a cloak to conceal yourself? Just from
Oh yeah.
eye.
She'll go and like pack a quick bag for like clothes and like a cloak, like you said. Ismark will run up, and come back with a bag as well, and they'll be ready.
Hold overnight.
What's that?
Okay, let's move this guy.
Okay.
Real quick,
Go.
is
Yeah.
that jar of ink still on the table?
Yeah.
I want to take it.
Okay. While
Nice.
they're up and getting their stuff, you like, this is mine now.
Is it a big book with all the family names in it?
No, it's like probably like 20 pages because it's not much like written. It's just
Gotcha.
like
Never
name,
mind. I won't.
dates.
There's a lot of empty pages, though.
Yeah, there's a few.
I will sleight of hand the book as we're all leaving the room.
Okay, roll sleight of hand.
And
While jacking their shit.
It may come
Well-
in handy later.
yeah. Likewise,
rolled
if I'm
it.
grabbing the bottle, can I grab the pen too? Or
Yeah, you can. I was assuming you'd grab the quill as well.
okay, perfect.
Loot this shit. Let's go.
Sleight of hand is 12.
Right on, murder hobos.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, cool.
They're just like,
Move
oh,
this
cool, we got it.
guy.
As this is happening, I want to turn to Cassie and just like lean in and whisper. Do you think the dwarf can ride on the goat?
I would pay their weird fake money to see this happen.
They're weird fake money.
Should we find out?
She'll just shrug.
Okay.
All right, you all start to move the body onto the cart. Irina and Ismark get into the driver positions. Who would be in front and who would be in the back?
Zagreus would be at front, and he would use his wand and cast light on it to project some light in the front.
Cool.
Then will be in the front as well. I'm also going to summon my cat and have her scout ahead.
Okay, this is the first
She-
time you're summoning the cat, correct?
No, I summoned it last session.
But you summoned
Well,
it
when-
outside of Barovia.
Yes, this will be the first time inside of
First
Barovia.
time in Barovia.
So as the cat comes out, it starts to come out as the normal looking cat, but as it starts to take steps out, you see all the fur start to pull away, and then the skin and the muscle, and then you have a skeleton of a cat that like sits and looks at you.
Wait,
Still moving,
is
but
Butters
it's
gonna look
just
like
all...
that
Get the tabby! Get the tabby!
is Butters gonna be any chunkier, or is
Do you
it
know how
now
many
just going to be
layers
the
they're
same?
Strip away from that thing.
Yeah, he's got big bones, so it'll just be an extra wide skeleton.
Yeah, Tara is watching this like very wide-eyed and is like, "What the fuck?"
Iron looks at his flask. Like, what's happening?
That's your pet.
He pointed at Flask like, that's not from me.
Bad dates.
Bad dates.
Bad dates.
Aiden just looks at what was his cat and just
It's still your cat, and it's
Like, yeah, does
looks
it,
and
like-
still moves and meows at you and tries to like rub up against your leg.
It's that scene from the others. It's like, what do you mean? I am your daughter.
Yeah.
God.
Can you imagine the feeling of ribs just like right across your leg?
Little xylophone.
Yeah, literally.
So Aiden had this cat since he was 8 years old, so this is freaking him out.
It's like Frank and Weenie.
Well, you don't name pets.
Oh, should we name the goat?
Don't get
So
too attached
around-
to go.
Want it to hurt more when it dies.
When Zinnia says that, I want to turn to her. Like, actually, because the goat can be a number of things. I'm curious if I should name them individually or just they all have the same name. I haven't decided yet.
It's up to you,
Let's name them
Cal.
all goat.
Name them all.
Rocky 1 through 4.
Oh,
So I
They
tried.
could all have the same name. That would be funny.
I tried to desummon the cat and summon it back again to see if it still
Turn it back.
still
Yeah.
skeleton.
Wait, what'd you say? You were cutting out.
I tried. I'm sorry. I tried to
Power cycle the goat.
desummon and like power disconnect.
Power down and power up the goat.
Cycle the cat. Yeah.
Power
the
up the
cat
cat maintenance mode.
disappears. And then you
It's staying
resummon
clear.
it, and it
Yes.
comes out as the normal cat, and again it starts to take the steps out of the ethereal plane that it's from, and then this time like the fur turns super gray, and then some of it starts to fall out, and then like skin starts to like drip off of it, and it looks like very zombified, and it looks up at you.
Kind of pet cemetery shit.
Cassie just covers her eyes. This is worse.
It's Cujo.
Like,
It's
what
Cujo.
What the hell is this place?
This
Cassie
is the
Look at the-
worst place in the world.
is gonna.
I look at the party and say, this is not supposed. This is not how she's supposed to look. This is not. This has never happened.
And she
Is
starts
this-
to like rub up against your leg, and you can see like part of the skin like come off as it does it.
Turn towards Tara. I'm like, you wanna check on your cat?
No,
See what happens?
no, we're not gonna do that right now.
I'm gonna walk over and poke the goat and see if it feels like a goat.
Yeah. yeah. I look at the goat. And look at like my cat. I'm like, and I just tell Isis like mentally, just go out and check for any type of wolves or anything like that.
And it scampers off.
You just see Aiden just look defeated, like
It's so cute.
I know that look.
the
Well, we
Stephen
should-
King Resident Evil Village thing
Gross.
happening.
We should.
Cassie
so cute.
will go up to the goat and cast light on it, and
On the goat.
yeah,
Love
That needs to be the next tavern we find, the glowing goat.
and
I like it.
Cal, if the goat can come with us and on the back or behind the cart, since I don't command the goat.
Wait, what did you say about the goat?
I don't command the. I need you to tell the goat to come with us, because I.
Yeah, that's part of the plan.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Giddy up.
Round them up, move them out.
Let's
go.
goat.
All right. So you start to move. In the distance,
I want to offer
a
for
very-
Zinnia to ride on the goat.
My heavy armor is going to like massacre this goat.
If it makes you feel any better, I can make a new one, but it might not be a goat.
I'm not riding on a rat.
I was gonna say, are you just gonna try to see what animal she can ride on? There's a goat. There's a dog. Here's a boar.
I'll ride a bear into battle, like.
Drink it.
So I wanted to offer you, just seemed excited about the goat.
I do love it, but I don't want to hurt it. Like, there's.
There's a lot that can happen
Yes.
right now.
Ride the goat.
My chunky armor, though.
My chunky armor.
It's up to you. We can just keep it with us.
Okay. I'm gonna walk behind, though, because I have short legs.
I'll be in the back as well because I am squishy.
Good call.
It's the best place to be when we start getting chased by things.
I also don't want the horse to run me down.
It gets spooked and just.
One can ride in the cart.
Yeah, there's
Just hang
room
off
for
the
one
side.
person in the cart.
I'll
Our
hop into the cart.
squishiest member should probably be inside.
Yeah, Tara will hop in the cart.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an
Next to the
open air
coffin.
cart, so you'd just be sitting like next to it.
Like Central Park.
It's beautiful. I'm not afraid
Leans on
anymore.
coffin.
Sitting in the back of the cart with a dead body.
I was gonna say, yeah.
And
What a lovely stroll
mummified
through the
cats
park.
leading the way.
He's like sitting, like just holding her book, like this is definitely not what I signed up for. Like looking at the casket next to her.
This is bullshit.
I'm gonna throw up. All right. So you hit the road. Everybody starts to keep eyes out as you're walking.
And someone to say, let's hit the road, and Glint just punches the ground.
Boom! So you travel for a little bit until you get back to the little town square that you were used to from leaving
shit.
the tavern.
Is that wolf still out there?
Who knows? I'm not gonna put you all on the map, but
thought that wolf was Strahd.
we'll have the cart moving. As you start to move through the city, who's leading all the way at the front?
Aiden is.
Aiden? Okay. Can I have you roll a perception check?
Perception. It'll be a 16.
Okay. You're able to hear and see a lot because it's really, lack of a better term, dead quiet in the town. No one's on the street. It seems like people don't come out. If ever, it's very rare. You can see a few, like, window curtains close as you start to pass by. You hear wailing in the distance of somebody just crying, like, uncontrollably.
Do we hear wailing in the
Like a
streets?
child or
It sounds like a woman, like a grown woman is like, "Ooh," like super crying, and it just echoes. You hear a loud, like, as a door shuts, a couple of window sills start to close, and then those in the back see a door open from one of the houses behind you, and a woman in all black steps out, and she starts to follow the cart from a distance, but she starts to follow.
It's us.
After about 15 feet, another person steps out of their house. This time a man, very pale, starts to follow the cart as well. Side by side with the woman, but keeping their distance, following your cart.
To step closer. I don't think we committed where Cassie and Cal specifically are, but
Okay.
go up like towards alongside the cart and try to get Bismarck's attention.
Oh, Ismark like looks back. It's like,
Is this to be expected?
well, you probably know the cart. It's the Burgomaster, and seeing a body in the back, they probably expect it's him. Hopefully just paying respects.
Okay. Let us know if there's anything you see that is not expected.
Yeah. And actually, as you say that, you get to this little crossroad. And
You should mention.
right up here on the red mark is the tavern you guys went to. The Blood on the Vine. But over here, in the middle of the street, is a very large figure. Looming in the dark. Every so often you'll get like a glimpse, because there's a few like lanterns lit in some of these houses. So like walk and then a little bit of street light, and then dark, and then a little bit of street light, and it's... Well, Jesse, if you could explain your character.
It's a hulking shape. It's a big mass. Almost 2 men tall, 3 men wide. You can probably discern if you look hard enough that it's an orc. He's a middling shade of green with looks like some sort of buzzed red hair, tusks jutting out far from his lower lip. One of his lips actually sliced to accommodate the tooth. It looks like it's crooked and growing through. Doesn't have a shirt on. Has an animal skin kind of thrown across like a cloak, as well as pants and boots. And both a morning star and a mace strapped to his back. He does come out of the woodwork and kind of watches the procession for a moment before kind of idling in front of the villagers behind the cart, and hasn't said anything yet, but is definitely looking at you all.
Just realized my camera's been off for you guys.
You're so far away.
I'm going to assume most everyone we've seen in the town has been human, and this would be our first interaction with someone that isn't.
Yes. Other than Glint, of course.
Yeah.
As we see this, like, I presume this is shortly after I mentioned, like, hey, let us know if anything weird happens.
Yeah. You're like asking as you're walking, and then this like crossroads opens, and you're like, holy shit, as I said it.
Speaking of which, and
think
we'll
I
just
found
point
that
at the
weird.
figure.
I willed it
Meanwhile-
into existence.
We're walking through town with a glowing goat, so
Yeah.
Exactly. You started this.
And there's a lot of people in a town that not a lot of people walk around.
And they're out at night, right?
Yeah.
After that swarm of bats was like plaguing the city, which is why we had to leave.
it's like we got a very specific list of things not to do. And we were like,
Let's do
I
it.
can't read.
Rule number 1: there are no rules.
Like that Arthur meme. That would bother me if I could read.
The 2 people that came out of their houses, are they trying to be like discreet and try to like blend in with the shadows, or they're just
No, they're just
walking
walking.
side by side with us?
They're just walking and watching you all.
Is the orc now following us?
The orc is moving towards you.
I prepare my Eldritch Blast just in case anything happens.
Yeah, I'll just grab my holy symbol and one of my vials of holy water.
I just hold on to my scabbard of my sword, just preparing to unsheath it if I need to.
Jesse, I hope you have a backup character ready.
Don't worry.
Welcome,
Yeah, I do.
Jet.
I'll pull out my axe and I'll say, we don't want any trouble. We're just trying to get this family to the graveyard.
Trying
Yikes.
to
Don't
put this
scare me.
family in the graveyard.
Yeah.
I believe
The
we're
orc
looking
will come
for
to-
a Undertaker.
Is that who I am now?
Um,
The orc will come to a halt and kind of look like quizzically at you, just like, and just kind of like put his thumbs in his belt loops and be like, "Weren't looking for no trouble, but was looking for somebody. Doesn't seem to be too many people around town here. You're the
I-
first lot I've seen since I've been in."
I was like, I look
Oh.
at everyone that has come out of their houses.
And he's
So
gonna kind of look at
you're-
the procession too and be like, "Yeah, don't know what you started, but I couldn't get none of these lot to come out of their house the past few days."
Is
Well
this
done.
happening as we're like the procession is still moving?
Just walking.
And-
Yeah, he'll be walking alongside.
yeah.
Cassie will stick out her hand and like to shake and introduce herself as like her full
Roll
title.
initiative. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I told you I prepared my Eldritch Blast, so I go first.
Just kidding.
Punch is about 8'1", so he's very easily like level with you, like far above. So he's gonna like very gingerly take just like the tips of your fingers in his hand and just like, and be like, "Milady."
Hi.
Ryan will kind of look at everyone else, just like, anyone else?
Where's Glint in the
My
perception?
dwarf is less than half your size.
He is like trying so hard not to make it obvious. Like he's like slouching a little, so he's not just doing that with his neck.
I know. Cassie will kind of like look at you. Introduce yourself as Punch.
Yeah, he would specifically be like, "Ma'am, no,
Punch. Cassie will kind of look between like Punch and like ever so slightly at Glint. Like you were the two biggest people I've ever met in my life.
I'll look back at the procession. Well, it seems like this guy was pretty popular in spite of being a huge coward.
Jesus
Tara like looks at him like, seriously, like his. She like does a gesture like.
cackles.
Hit points if I could.
Look at how many people there are to defend this country.
Oh my god.
Byron is just laughing as hard as he can.
Tara's just like, oh my god.
Let's apologize on their behalf.
Punch will kind of look at Glint and just kind of like, you'll see just like the corner of the mouth kind of go up. And they'll be like, "People follow leaders for many reasons. Courage may not be one of them.
Is the
Could have been a
Burgomaster a
kind man.
leader? Is that what
Could have been a kind man.
Oh.
Could have been someone who helped out."
Well, we're kind of on a time crunch, so you could tell us who you're looking for on our way.
Yeah.
He'll start walking with you guys. Like, he's not going to impede you in any way, shape, or form. And he's going to kind of, like, thumb his nose, like, shrug, and just be like, "Well, I've been wandering in the woods about 2 days. I came from a different village, lost me way, and then, showed up here, and couldn't find anybody. Couldn't find no one, and, couldn't get anyone to talk to me, couldn't get anyone to come out of their house. And then I found you lot. So, I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but if you need any help, I'm right here. I've got time."
Zagreus will go up to Punch and be like, "Well, you're just a big old softy, aren't you?" And then he'll like touch him on the shoulder and then use I can't say it. Prestidigit that spell. And then he'll pull out a little flower and say, "Here you go. You can hang on to that."
He's gonna kind of like amusedly like look and like take the flower. Be like, "I don't know if you'd say it's soft, but do appreciate a flower." Kind of look in the general direction of the rest of you, just like, "Yeah, anyone else?"
Tara's
Questions,
just been
comments,
staring at him.
She's gonna kind of like do one of those at her.
She's like, "So you're also not from around here?"
No, not at all. I was a captain in the wars back in my homeland. Left, been traveling ever since. Where are we?
Your guess is as good as ours.
Well, what I've gathered is we're in a land called Barovia.
And the village called Barovia. Barovia.
They're
Not
not very they're not very creative with their names here, apparently.
We're just.
I'm just gonna
blatantly
off
talking
the bat
shit
assume
in front of these
that
people.
Punch knows fuck all about Barovia.
Yeah.
And he's gonna kind of like nod sagely and just be like, "Never heard of it."
I mean, neither did we until we got here. At least me.
Same here.
Looks like a town in trouble no matter what. I'll make it along. I'll stay along. If you don't mind.
You all
Appreciate the
start
big help, bud.
to move along, and you're making the turn up this way to head up north towards the cemetery. And as you do that, on one of the rooftops, you see a large white wolf like
Oh,
crawl
no.
over and look down at you, and howl at the moon, and then turn and disappear. Walks off the roof somewhere on the other side.
Is this the wolf that we saw before?
It is. It's the big white wolf.
That omnipresent motherfucker.
And I call out and say, well, our position, I think, is been marked.
We've been
keep moving.
compromised.
We've been compromised.
Zagreus will
And
say,
probably a
okay,
little
who's
bit
behind
faster.
the thief?
Okay, let's pick up the pace.
You pick
Yeah.
up the pace. Every so often, people come out of their houses and start to join the procession. And then you reach the end of your journey, and you can see atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. The church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises toward the back, and flickering light shines through the holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. The heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire. You all are now at the church. As you approach, you can just hear a single scream from the church.
From inside the church or just outside the church?
Yeah, from inside the church.
All right. Well,
We gotta go help.
we do, but what do we do about the two that are vulnerable?
Stay and cower like the rest of the Barovians.
Everybody
I'm assuming
go.
Damn.
The church is safer than out here, so
Yeah.
might as well get everyone inside.
After you heard a scream coming from inside the church.
Yeah, but we also know Strahd's gonna be out here in like 20 minutes.
Do you
Like
think
he's
you
already
can save us the
inside.
timeline?
Can he be in there?
I just feel
Is there any windows that can like look into to see if anyone's in there?
Not
at all?
from the front. On the sides up here. There are windows.
I summon my zombie of a cat, and
Well, it's already been out, right? It was
Oh,
walking
yeah.
with you.
I tell her to
Send it in.
go up to one of the windows and just I cut out.
Okay. Cat sees a man standing at an altar with his hands crossed. He seems to be talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna go kick the door down.
Oh shit.
I'll follow.
Boom!
We don't see that, do we?
Yeah, we don't
Nope.
see any of it.
Yeah,
The
I
cat
know.
sees that.
Yeah, the cat sees it. But you're just
Yep.
going anyway? Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
Boom! Kicks the door open. And you can hear a man, like, screaming.
We'll cut out for Howie.
Cut out for Howie.
Oh no!
I think he's gonna reconnect.
Oh no! I'll wait.
Music is fire though.
Resident Evil.
Here he is.
Howie, can you hear
I
us
see you.
now?
Yeah, it was
Alright.
something's up with my Discord. It was doing something
Alright.
weird.
Cameras off! Ugh. Just to help out. Maybe that will do less. But yeah. Okay. Okay. So as you kick the door open, you can now hear the man a lot more audibly because he's in the middle of a cathedral. Oh, morning Lord, hear my thanks at the setting of the sun, for you have bathed me in your glorious light since the days began. Again, you hear the scream from underneath.
Father, please.
The man continues his prayer.
Forgive me for my shortcomings as I humbly ask that you remain with me through the coming night, watching over me in the hours of darkness, that I may wake refreshed and with a hope of courage to begin your work anew in the dawn to come.
Oh boy.
I know dark worship when I hear it.
Yeah, you grapple him. I'll see if we can save whoever else is in there.
I can take him out from far away if you need me to.
Why are you guys' tokens so big and our tokens are so small?
Yeah, I was like, you just need to stretch him out. I got him. I don't know why it does that on every map.
Do that. See.
I'm
Maybe
still
I'll
going
just-
with I am that size.
I was like, I'll just redo all of the tokens. Maybe when I chose them, they were all tiny.
And the goat.
Oh yeah, I gotta bring the goat. My bad.
The beacon of a goat.
Holy
Holy
goat.
Call him beacon.
Oh,
In the name of the
Yeah.
Father, the Son, and the Holy Goat.
My zombie cat.
I was like, I gotta put a cat over here too now.
That's not part of it.
Who's still my cat?
Cat's over here. It's just super tiny. Can't even see it.
Meow.
Yeah. Yeah. You walk
Let's
in
go.
and you hear from what seems like underneath you.
Father, please let me feed.
It say let me feed.
Yep.
All right.
Gross.
All right.
We're gonna cut that shit out.
Not him. Kill whatever is inside somewhere.
Yep.
Today, Satan.
Misinterpreted that scream.
Who are you?
Yeah,
people?
thanks.
Same.
Can
priest yells
Cassie
out.
do emboldening bond again with Cal before we
Sure.
before we go into the church?
Sure.
I say we're here to help. Do you need any assistance?
No.
What?
It's
No.
everything's fine. Please.
Hey, buddy. Sun's getting real low.
It's back.
He's fine. Don't.
Go.
We are gonna
Fine.
assist him with stopping.
What's going on here? Who's screaming?
My son. He's been unwell for some time. But the morning
Where
light
is
will
your-
clear him. He'll be fine.
So I need you to expand on the sometime and unwell. Any specifics?
He's not been himself,
Yeah,
and he's
it's,
sick of mind. That's it. His spirit can be cleansed. The morning Lord can fix everything.
Is there like a body on the altar, like that he's in front of?
No.
Oh.
Is there any
Next,
holy
go on.
symbols in here?
Yes, there's plenty of holy symbols of the morning Lord, so it's like a lot of suns.
Telling you, I can take him out from here. Just give me the word.
We need to know exactly what's going on here. I don't want to kill an innocent man who's trying to help his son.
Kill.
We're not killing anybody. No,
Kill who?
No, we're helping. We're helping.
We're helping. We're helping.
Yes, we're
Okay.
here to help you with whatever's screaming under the floorboards.
At that point, Ismark and Irina would come running in. And be
No,
like,
you squishy fuckers.
He's fine. He's fine. This is Father Donovich. Just let him. What's going on, Father? Why are you acting so odd? And the father would
Yes, Father.
just start crying. He just like falls to the floor and starts crying.
Oh,
That's
I didn't
not
mean to
answering the
yell.
question.
Patsy will go up and like kind of pat his shoulder
We
and be like,
we weren't yelling at you. We were yelling with you.
We're yelling with you.
"Tell us what's and she'll like have her holy symbol out and be like on her vestments, and just to show that she is a holy person as well, and be like, tell us what's going on. Maybe we can help.
Well, my son, Doru, and several other villagers tried storming Castle Ravenloft. They were lured into it by joining a wizard in black robes who came to Barovia from a faraway land. They all died at the hands of Strahd, but my son returned to me. But so different. Pale, thin. He seemed to be harmed in the daylight. He could not hold food or water. Kept screaming to feed on something. And for the safety of everybody in the village, I placed him underneath the church.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta say that sounds like a good call. I think you should continue not feeding him.
Maybe.
I have a question. Are these two black squares on either side of us like blocked off rooms, or
Yeah, there's doors right there where Tara is, and then right in front of Aiden.
That's a door next to me?
Yeah.
With like no window to look in. Okay.
No, yeah, it's like...
Is there... Could I do like a here... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, while like standing there, can I like slowly like try to open the door just to like peek in a little bit?
If you want.
You
As you
doing
open
it
the
without
door-
letting anyone know what you're doing?
It's too late.
Punch would be watching her.
She
He's.
said too
I
late.
wanted to see if Punch could hear anything. That I was gonna. If I couldn't see the door, if I could hear anything coming from inside.
Well, as she opens the door, nothing's there. It's just a bedroom with a straw-filled mattress. Nothing really important.
She like closes the door again.
Okay.
Can Punch move up and check the second door?
Boy.
As you do it, another bedroom.
Oh no, I'm the one across. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, there's two bedrooms.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Party.
As you open this door, time and neglect have punched holes in the ceiling of this moldy room, which contains a few broken roof shingles and puddles of water, and one corner, set into the floor, is a heavy wooden trapdoor, held shut with chain and padlock. A young man's screams of anguish can be heard through the door.
Good. Punch is gonna unsheath his Morning Star, which is the one that's the long stick with the mace attached to the head. He's gonna unsheath his Morning Star and like reclose the door and like kind of look at them behind him and be like, I don't know what that man's on about, but I think his son's in here.
Sarah just nods in like acknowledgement.
Alright. So, if the plan is to stay here, we're now staying where there's someone trapped under the ground on the lower level of the church. Is everyone okay with that?
Ismark speaks up and he says, well, it sounds like he's been in there for a year. I think it's gonna hold. But like you said, we could take watch. Multiple of us can keep eyes on not only the door, but also where Doru is.
Yeah, this whole
So
time.
one person in the room with the kid and one person watching like the area.
I mean, I say we take some of these broken pews and maybe cover the trapdoor and put it in front of the door, but that's just me.
Punch has like mild confusion on his face, and he's gonna kind of be like, well, I'm not adverse to helping out. Why exactly are we keeping a young man under a church?
See people.
You realise you're the first interaction I've had in this country, so I don't know exactly what's going on.
Vampires, kid. Vampires.
Oh, just everywhere, or this one in particular?
It appears that way.
All right. Yeah, I can sit on a door if you like.
Opens the other door that
That's the exact vibe right now, Jen.
An old desk and chair stand against the south wall, a wooden holy symbol mounted above them, a sunburst. A 10-foot-long iron rod attached to the north wall stands bare, suggesting a tapestry once hung there. Against the far wall stands a wooden cabinet, 4 tall doors.
Can I go in real quick and just look through the cabinet, see if I find like notes or anything that can tell me what's happened to this man's son?
Yeah, you go through the desk and there's just a few sheets of blank parchment and a few quills and dried up jars of ink. In the cabinet, there's a tinder box, a few wooden boxes full of candles, and 2 well-used books. Hymns to the Dawn, a volume of chants to the Morning Lord, and The Blade of Truth, the use of logic in war against Diabolist heresies and fought by the Olmist Inquisition. It's a strange book that mixes logic exercises with lurid descriptions of fiend-worshipping cults.
So this book is basically a book about fiends, or it's like, or how to defeat fiends?
It's mixing like how normal people would be like, fuck that. Like, it's logic and like demon worship. And so it seems like he was probably trying to figure out what was wrong with his son.
So basically like a how-to book on themes, or
It's
how
like a
to
cliff notes, yeah. It's not like
theoretical
how to summon them.
without a theoretical how to like deal with them
Okay, like
without
very,
knowledge.
yeah, very textbook on demons. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Bible is
it-
literature, not the Bible is religion.
Got it. Aiden takes that book and just starts to like leaf through it, trying to see if anything catches his attention.
Yeah, nothing like, it's kind of boring. It's a lot of just like, it's like essays written by people who were like,
Tolkien-esque.
oh yeah, I saw that like this fiend and he spoke that he came from this level of hell, but to have come from that level of hell, he had to have, and it's just like, oh Jesus, shut up. And you're like, is there like any how to stop what's happening? But
Yeah, basically, yeah.
nothing. It's just like people writing a lot of like, I saw it, I was there, but nothing helpful.
Okay.
He picked me up and shook me like a dog. I saw
Exactly.
the whole thing.
I saw the whole thing.
It's a more reliable like inquisitor.
Got it. Okay.
Like Bigfoot had my baby, and here's proof.
Oh, damn.
All right. And what was the other book?
It's like a hymnal, but for the Morning Lord.
Okay.
So when you open it, you see the prayer that he was saying when you walked in, and you're like, "Oh, there's this."
Okay. Aiden puts both books back in the shelf, like respectfully put it back, like try to make sure nice and tidy before heading out.
Okay.
Well, if we're gonna stay here for a while, should we barricade the door?
Yeah, I think so.
Did we bring in the dad?
Yeah,
Yes,
the dad's
we're-
still out on the cart.
Yeah, we need.
Aiden will go out to the cart. Is the father still in the casket, or is he just wrapped up?
Yeah, he's in the
rags?
casket.
It was in the casket.
Okay.
Yeah, by the way, we brought a body.
Not for your son, though. Not for your son. Is the cemetery close to this church?
It's on the backside.
Okay.
Let's go do that first.
Yeah.
Who did you bring? Who's... Oh my, is it your father? Ismark's like, yeah, it's my dad. Irina's like really quiet, just kind of like whatever. Like, it's him.
Punch is gonna like
Bring his
really
body in.
gingerly put his hand on her shoulder and be like, "I'm very sorry for your loss."
She like
She like pats your arm, but also like removes it. It's like, thank you. Bring the body inside. Have it come in. We can't. It's too close to midnight. We can't bury the body just yet. If we're going to have the Morning Lord's blessing, it has to be at dawn. And we shouldn't be out in the graveyard at midnight.
Punch, if he could help me bring the casket inside.
Absolutely. Punch will give a nod and walk out with you to grab that casket. She's like, "Can you make a strength check for it?"
No, you're totally fine. Yeah. If you want
Dang.
to. If you, yeah.
I
go ahead,
kinda
do it.
wanted to
I was
show
like, just
off.
do it. Yeah, do it.
I hope it's not a nat one.
Do a strength check too.
The best thing that could happen is a nat one.
Yeah. I would love that.
No, I got a 17, so plus my strength, which is a plus 6.
Boom. 23.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
roll a natural 20.
You roll
Yeah.
it.
Nice!
You boys just like, all right. And
Like
as
a
you
feather,
carry
it
it
ain't
in,
nothing.
you can see Donovich is clearing off the altar at the top. He's just like, laid here.
It's at a super crooked angle though, because I'm 2 feet taller than you. I was just like, you got some lifts, man.
Swole boys.
Not my first time carrying a casket.
Ooh,
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah, really.
Conversation grinding to a halt.
Punch gets somber very quickly, and he's like, "Oh, I'm very sorry." Very
Hearing
sorry
him
to
say
hear
that as I see the gift that Miguel posted.
As you go back to get the casket, you see that the procession of people that were like following you like stopped at the gates and then like left. They like walked you to the church and then just didn't continue.
Continue on back to the village or past the church?
Yeah, they just headed back towards the village.
Okay.
And then you lay it down on the altar. Well, Ismark says, I think it's time we probably call it a night if we have to wake up at dawn. Are we good to use those 2 beds? Or should we sleep all together? What do you guys think?
I can get wherever.
I think having the most amount of people together in one space so that we don't have to worry about waking people up in different spaces if something were to go wrong. We kind of have a bigger force ready to go, essentially, would be best.
Easier to get everybody up.
Or at least a good number of us, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You can drag the
Well, I'd
beds
like to
out
put my
the
bedroll
pews.
right here.
We also probably need to have somebody with your sister at all times, just in case Strahd tries to get her to leave the church.
I'll hang out with her.
I'm sure you will.
Damn.
Yeah, Cassie said that under her breath.
Damn.
If that's
I'll
o-
put
if
my
that's okay with
bedroll
you.
out by the door.
All right, yeah, you guys can place your tokens wherever you want. And then I'll put Irina near you. Byron. Boom. Ismark will be over here watching. Well, yeah, he's there.
Are we doing shifts?
We probably
you'd like.
should.
Whatever you would like.
I'll volunteer to go first.
Okay.
And
I'll stay up with Cassie.
The siblings. All right. So everybody starts to bed down for the night.
The goat is on watch at the door.
How long does the
Till
goat last?
dawn when it disappears.
Until dawn,
Oh, boy.
when the funeral will be. Yeah.
you should name it Dawn.
Oh.
Out of curiosity, I don't see on the item anything preventing me from summoning more than one at the same time.
I think you like throw something. So it's like you reach in
Yeah.
and like pull something. So it's not like you're pulling multiple of the same card or whatever it is. It's like, I think of it as like patches and you're like, I got a goat. Oh, cool.
Uh-huh. I mean, like, I get 3 per day. Can I have more than one present at the same time?
Sure. I can see why not.
Aiden's
No,
gonna summon-
actually, no. It would be one, and when you would like spawn a new one, it would get rid of the other. So it'd be like a new animal.
Okay.
I was like, I don't 100% understand what you're looking for.
I was just curious, in the way that the item was phrased, I didn't see any limit of how many of if I can have all 3 present at the same time or not. But
Sure,
I'm fine
why
with
not?
just one.
Sure.
The animals everywhere.
You're Noah.
That was part of.
Is it dark in the
God.
church, or are those the little orbs lights?
No, it's like it's lit up. Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, dark. He would be like, I'm the morning lord, so like this shit needs to be lit up.
Keep it bright, keep it tight. Got you.
lit.
Yeah, Liddy in this church.
Aiden's gonna summon or have CC just on the porch of the church. Just, being a cat and just staring out into darkness. My creepy zombie cat.
Next to this goat?
Whoa. Press the wrong button.
It's like Mal.
She's talking now.
Yeah. Hello.
This place is weird.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh my god, this isn't a church. This is a portal to hell.
Sorry. Next to the goat, there is the cat now.
Okay.
Cat.
We're just picking up strays left and right.
Yeah. People
Whatever.
and animals. Okay. So as everybody sleeps, can I have the twins roll a perception check?
Oh, twins.
Oh.
Oh wait, we knew that. We knew that.
Yeah, I was like, I thought
No.
that was a thing.
No.
Really not
Siblings, not
twins.
twins.
Also, I got an
Siblings,
ad 20.
That's what it is.
Please.
Mobby.
Nice.
What'd you roll?
Oh
I got a
my
nat 20.
god, I
Nat
also rolled a
20.
nat 20.
Ooh,
Yeah.
they are siblings.
Wow.
You see nothing. I'm just kidding.
It's literally can't touch
That's
it.
a total of 26.
I got 24.
So how many shifts are you gonna do? How many people are gonna stay up?
Byron will stay up at some point.
Okay.
Yeah,
At the
Punch would be
mention
willing
of-
to stay up.
Zinnia will too.
At the mention of taking shifts, Glint is going to pretend to be asleep.
Love that. So there's enough
Shift
for
as well.
4 shifts. Oh, okay, yeah. So there's 4 shifts. After this, we can decide who wants to pair up or if people want to go solo. Okay, so you two, like he said, it'll be about 2 hours for each shift. It was getting close to midnight. It was about 11:15 when you guys rolled in. And sure enough, at midnight, a green glow starts to come from the back windows. and fill the room.
Like it's just a glow, right? Not a mist.
Well, are you guys going to the windows, or are you just like chilling where you are?
Cassie will say to Cal, like, she'll just say that I'm scared. After yesterday and seeing my corpse, I'm scared. Do we look?
We should look.
Okay. And like, we'll go together.
Ooh. Okay. So, that being said,
Where's the glow coming from?
it's coming from the what's it called? It's coming from the windows that look out to where the cemetery is.
I'm here.
We hear you.
Oh,
I can
okay.
hear you.
Yeah, we'll walk up to the window. Well, I'll walk up towards the nearest window and try to look outside.
Yeah, I'm with him.
All right. As you guys get to the windows, that green glow actually gets to be an image. An eerie green light fills the graveyard, and from the light emerges a ghostly procession. Wavering images of women toting great swords, wood-wise men with slender bows, dwarves with glittering axes, arcanely dressed mages with beards and strange pointed hats. All these and more begin to march forth from the graveyard, and their numbers begin to grow by the second.
Where do they seem to be moving?
They all start to move in line, and they
Like
start
2 by 2 hands of blue kind of thing?
What's up?
Like 2 by 2 hands of blue.
No, it looks like they're standing in what would be adventuring parties.
Oh.
Some are groups
Oh.
of 3, some are 1, couple 4s, a big group of like 10 starts to go in. These aren't the spirits of the people buried here, because there's too many of them. You look out at the graveyard and they're like, there's no way there's enough graves for all these people. And they begin to head towards the castle up on the hill.
Did they look happy? Did they look aggressive? Did they look solemn?
It's kind of blank. It's just like a, I don't know how else to put it, but like dead man walking, just that they're walking towards their doom, but they're unfazed by it. And after watching this for some time, it just looks like a green line winding its way up the mountain towards Castle Ravenloft.
Kathy will say, do you think those are the people who came before us?
Certainly seems like it.
Thank you.
As far as we can tell, there doesn't seem to be any danger posed by these.
Nope. That's it.
Spirits.
They just walk.
I don't think we
Should
should
get
wake
some
everybody up
rest.
for this. Yeah. If everybody's asleep and I have time to do it, I will do funeral rites over the Burgomaster,
Okay.
so that he cannot turn undead, just in cases.
Dig that. Do you have anything in particular, or just you do funeral rites for your god?
I will do funeral rites for my god, and but I will do it really quietly because she's scared of offending this Irina and her brother for not doing it, and the priest for not doing it for their god. And if we have an additional hour, I would like to make another vial of holy water if I can.
Sure.
And I will help using shape water.
Perfect. Perfect. All right, your hour goes by. Nothing else happens. Just that green glow continues on.
Okay.
Who's next?
I can go next.
Punch can go. Oh, Punch and Byron.
Punch and
Judy.
Byron.
Okay.
Cassie will give you both a vial of holy water.
Sweet. Thank you.
Holy. Punch and Byron, can I have you roll perception checks?
No perception.
Yes. Where did I put my thing? Here.
I got a 18 altogether.
I got a 7.
All right.
Yeah.
You, Punch, hear from near the front. Is help.
I'm so
And Byron doesn't.
hungry.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
They just say they're so hungry.
Punch is gonna like lean down to Byron and just kind of like mutter under his breath, like, "Can you hear that thing talking?"
No, I did not hear a thing.
He's asking
What?
for help because he's hungry.
Yeah, leave him in there. Let him starve.
Punch is gonna nod. My concern is, now that you've mentioned vampires, how persuasive can he be?
Not very if you don't get close.
They're standing at the front door, right?
Yeah, it's coming from that room that you saw the trapdoor.
Yeah, but so they're just right next to it?
Who's right next to it?
Like, is that where Byron and
I
Punch
would
are
not be near the
stationed?
front door.
No, the front is Zig and Zen.
Okay, because I think that's the point Punch is trying to make.
Or
Is like
Zag
they're
and Zen,
not
sorry.
close to the front door, and they can hear him, which means even if you're not near him, he could potentially persuade someone.
Yeah, but if you block it out, make yourself unpersuadable, Punch. Don't think about it.
He's gonna look at Byron and be like, "What? You want me to punch myself in the face?" Yeah.
If that's how you dissuade yourself, by all means, I'm not here to judge you. Everyone has their kink.
He's gonna look like a little like alarmed, and he's gonna be like, don't know what you do in your spare time, but mine is definitely not that."
You're the one talking about punching yourself in the face, kid.
Oh, you're fucking like, how do I shut a voice out of my head? Good God.
I'm rapidly surprised by you that there would even be a voice in your head, Punch.
And he's gonna look at Byron and be like, listen, we've all got a conscience. It's just up to you whether or not you listen.
Well, hopefully your conscience will tell you not to listen to the vampire underneath the bloody church.
Punch is gonna shake his head. I don't think you understand me. Can vampires charm people? And if they can, how can we guarantee against it?
Can I slightly like nudge Irina awake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
What? What's wrong?
I have a couple of questions about you and your time with Strahd, if you don't mind.
Okay.
When he talked to your father, how was he persuading him? Was it magical? Was it just verbal charm?
I imagine it had to be magic. My dad, at least I hope, he wouldn't let that happen willingly.
And was
Punch is gonna look just the smallest amount of smug, like, thank you, I'm not an idiot.
But
okay?
to be fair, your dragonborn friend was right. He was a coward.
Yeah. See?
Nailed
Punch.
He's gonna
I
shrug
guess-
again and be like, right sometimes, wrong sometimes. You take the hits when you get them.
And the next question then, Irina, would be, were you willingly allowing him to do what he did to you?
Never.
So how did it, if you don't mind, how did it happen?
All I remember was him coming to the door, coming into the house, and then waking up the next day with the marks.
Well, as long as you don't let him up, we should be fine, Punch. You can go back to sleep, Irina. Thank you.
Thank you.
And she kind of like snuggles up to you and like puts her head on your shoulder.
Oh, gross.
I kind of like kick my feet up on the rest of the pew to like better lean her into me.
Ooh, shit.
Punch kind of like surveys the area and then looks at Byron and be like, and is like, you lot seem to have gotten into something. You wanna tell me what's going on?
I'm going to like slowly push Irina off me and stand up next to Punch and walk him away so that our voices aren't waking anybody up.
Okay.
Excellent. He'll go with you.
Cool. I would like to actually just go to the nearest window just so I can kind of keep a better eye on the land. So probably that one, like right near the backish, where that fence is. You kind of see it, upper
Yeah.
right.
You can move
Yes.
your tokens wherever.
Cool. Yeah. So I just kind of want to be like viewing out the window.
Okay.
And Punch wanted to know what? Sorry.
Basically what you guys got yourself into. Like, this is already a lot. And he just kind of came in on a dead guy.
Yeah. Byron will take out the deck of cards from his pocket.
Ooh, shit.
And I kind of thumb through them very quickly to pull the cards that were previously drawn, if that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
You would
So I
know
pull them out.
like, exactly what they were.
Yeah. So I start pulling them out and I start kind of going over how we met Madame Ava and her fortune telling of the land and how they, in a way, alluded to our help in trying to. What was alluded to in this like vicious tyrant would have been Strahd is Byron's understanding. And he wasn't always evil, but something is cursing him, and we're being brought to either defeat him or break the curse, and there seems to be a multitude of tasks that we're going to need to participate in. And none of us are actually from here. We were all magically transported, it looks like, at some point. We were taken in our sleep by the Stani, which were the people that Madame Ava belongs to, Punch.
He's like got his arms folded. He's like listening along and nodding. And he's gonna kind of like rub his chin and be like, "Well, you all got carriage ride, and I got lost in the woods. Either way, we both got here somehow. And if your group's up for it, I'd be more than happy to help you out."
I've never faced a vampire before, so I'm sure the more help, the better. I've no interest in who joins and who leaves at this point, but welcome to stay punch on my book.
Excellent. So what do I call you?
Ah, my name is Byron. What's your original homeland, Punch? Just curious.
The far off land that I didn't figure out what fucking.
Away.
That's totally fine.
Oh
That
wait,
is
I'm just gonna
totally
say,
fine.
you know what? Because I'm an orc of Eberron.
I mean, you could just say Eberron. I'm familiar with
Yeah,
Eberron.
he's gonna. Yeah. Well, I used to come from a land called Eberron. Like I said earlier, was the captain in their army. Served out. Didn't like it. Left. Been wandering around town to town helping people ever since.
Very kind of you, Punch. I'm sure it must not be easy considering some people's preconceptions of orcs.
You're gonna see this huge grin on his face, which is a little frightening, honestly, because it looks more like he's baring his teeth. And he's gonna go, "Nah, he's got a charm, and when you meet him, don't matter what you look like."
Sounds right.
So, Byron, you
Uh-huh.
would know about Eberron because
Woo!
obviously you are connected to a much bigger entity, which would deal with the multiverse and the different planes of existence.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very weird that a creature from a different world than yours is with you.
Ah,
Somehow, Punch was walking through a wood in Eberron and ended up in Barovia, where you were walking from a wood in Daggerford
and ended up in Barovia.
Barovia.
So then, would Byron understand that or think that we are still on the same world as Daggerford and think that Eberron brought Punch here, or that we were both brought to somewhere new?
Roll an Arcana check, and that will decide what you think.
All right. Well, look at that, a nat 20.
Somehow, the planes connect to this plane of existence. And you have to be in a different plane of existence than where both of you were from.
So then, at Punch's mentioning of Eberron, Byron would kind of like wide-eyed, and then face just kind of like break, and then he just like stares out the window, hoping to see something, someone, anything familiar to him.
Just the
Would I have caught
shaky cigarette. Oh god.
Would Punch have caught it?
Roll
Wasn't
an
very
insight check.
sly about it.
I'm sorry, what?
Roll an insight check.
Alright. Pretty good at insight. Whew. I'm pretty good at insight. A 17?
How well are you hiding it, Byron?
Oh, I said I would have not been hiding it. I guess
okay.
my
perfect.
face would have been very
Well, then-
visible.
Yeah.
Can I use that insight check to like just kind of get a general reading of Byron? Like kind of what his deal is, what's Yeah. Just kind of doing a once over.
Sure. And you can take from Byron what you will with a 17. You're not going to know his backstory from a 17.
No, yeah, absolutely not. Of course not.
But behind his eyes, you're like, he knows some stuff. Like, something is going on in that brain of his.
Punch is going to clap him on the back, but like as gently as Punch can, which is still pretty fucking forceful. And just kind of be like, "Orin, my friend, knowledge is a heavy burden, and only gets lighter when you share."
Not much of a share, unless it's a shot, but thank you.
Oh, you drink. That's good to know.
Absolutely do.
Alright. And he's gonna kind of like, yeah, and then kind of go back to looking out the window as well.
All right. Anything else from you two?
No, I got nothing.
All right.
Unless I can try to contact Mal again.
Sure. Charisma check.
Just straight charisma, yeah?
Straight charisma.
15.
What? It's late.
Oh, you were always a party animal, Mal, so I didn't figure you'd be sleeping.
You're also somewhere much farther than me. The times could be different.
That's what I wanted to ask you about. Can you tell me where I am?
Well,
Or how far away I am from you? You know how I get needy.
you too. I can't see you. I see you, but I don't see where. You're
Perfect.
far and removed. It's like a fog surrounding you.
Ever seen anything like
this?
I'm assuming you've never seen anything like this before.
No. This is evil. I like it. But I hate it.
Perfect. Then, when this is all over, we'll have to get together so I can teach you everything that I learned here.
Or find me the one who's doing this. They're much stronger than you.
Is Byron saying all of this out loud?
No, this is in his head. This would be in his head this
Thank
time.
God. Punch was gonna be a little weirded out.
I'll bring you his head, dear. How's that?
Maybe.
I'll be stronger if I kill him.
True. Hopefully you'll be stronger before you see him.
I'll see you soon, love. Thank you. Is there anything you can do about that, dear?
You already said goodbye.
Damn it, goodbye. That'll be it.
All right.
Byron.
Who would like to go next?
I can go next.
Okay.
I would go and wake up Kara.
Alright.
And I would hand her the book of family names and be like, I don't know if you could research anything in here. You're probably much better with books than I am. And I kind of point at the book that she clutches to her.
She'll take it, and okay, I'll see what I can do.
And then Byron's going to go and cuddle up next to Irina again.
Deal. Alright. Ismark would join you, Tara.
Okay.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah,
he's gonna cuddle up too.
She would just like shove him away. Like, what the fuck are you doing? No. Is it just me and Ismark then?
Yeah, because nobody else spoke.
Okay.
So.
Aiden,
I thought
can
I
you
heard,
hear me?
yeah.
Oh, hey.
I thought I heard Aiden. So.
Oh, Aiden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ismark will not join you. It'll just be Aiden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, she will look over the book, assuming she won't find anything more than the names, but
Yeah. And no names really like jump out.
mhm.
There's like a couple of like the thirds, the fourths. And it's like, oh, okay, kind of boring. But with that, you remember what they said at that tavern about people having souls? So the reuse of a lot of names kind of hits you weird.
He thought that about like just Barovia and the town of Barovia, so while looking over that, she'll kind of out loud, not exactly to Aiden, but just like muse to herself, like she'll say something about that, like these names, they're just the same.
What do you mean? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your reading. I'm sorry.
It's okay, I didn't realize I was talking out loud. And she just kind of like, she walks over to him and just like shows the genealogies and like, I mean, I thought they were just not creative with names here, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
seems weird. There's a lot. They have a lot of names that repeat themselves.
She like closes it shut. She's like, I don't like it here. I should not have agreed to come.
Yeah. Well, at least your cat didn't turn into a zombie cat.
I mean, I haven't tried. I don't really want to though.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Like, I am a little curious though if he will, still be his chubby usual self. And I doubt it.
Yeah, in a holy place, so maybe, but I wouldn't risk it. Not if you want to keep, your sanity.
Is your cat still out? Like, still zombified?
It's out front with the goat, isn't it?
Yes.
Did it ever enter the church?
No, it stayed on the outside because it looked in the windows for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then it sat out front.
Yeah. I don't want to get my hopes up. She's been part of my life for a long time, and I don't want to think that I will never see my cat again, or the cat I used to know again.
I think she'll come back to you. She seemed to still know who you were.
Yeah. Here's hoping.
All right, really quick, if you guys want to take a little 5-10 minute break, bathroom break, get a refill, and then when we come back, we'll have you guys do your perception checks.
Cool.
This is tons of fun. Everybody still going?
No, I'm back.
Hello.
Yep. You haven't gotten to experience Byron talking to Mal out loud yet, so prepare.
I have not, and I'm kind of pumped. Especially because I know how uncomfortable Brian is being a hoe.
Those are such great interactions.
It's super funny because, like, I love that you guys are kind of just like, all right, we're already kind of stuck together. And then this fucking behemoth shows up and it's like, what the fuck? I was like, yes, bring on the awkward. I'm here for it. It was great. It was
It's all
perfect. I loved it.
I don't think I paid attention enough to
I'm
hear
from it.
that.
It just run away. Don't listen. It's awful.
I'll timestamp it. Also, the amount of shit where I was just like, that should be on a t-shirt. That should be on a t-shirt. That should be on a t-shirt.
Somebody get a cricket. Let's fucking go.
I have one.
Yeah, actually, I do too.
Well, my mom has one.
Oh, okay.
Twin shirts. Let's go.
There are 2 in my household.
Damn! Wait,
Y'all
2?
crap.
Seriously?
Fancy.
Who's addicted to crickets?
Yeah, I got
So
a cricket
many
maker and a
crickets.
cricket
So
air
many.
too.
Bougie.
I make
Alright.
stickers.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's so fucking cool.
What kind of stickers?
Amazing ones.
Yeah, drop the link. We'll all buy.
And I want to see.
True. I want some.
Now I'm nervous now.
Well, you brought it up.
Oh, performance anxiety. I got you.
1 in 10.
Sticker anxiety. Did you just say 1 in 10?
Yeah.
Shit.
Is that the statistic?
That's
in 5.
what he says in Avengers.
It's 1 in 5.
Oh, is it 1 in 5? Damn.
I looked at you two just fucking.
Huh.
Mhm.
1 in 5 what?
Men suffer from anxiety related performance issues.
Oh.
Like Loki.
I didn't recognize the quote, my bad.
It's all good.
What a great movie.
She did not understand
is.
that reference.
Is
Perfect.
is it just Miguel who's the only one who's missing?
I'm still here.
He's back. All right. We ready to get back to it?
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay. Perception rolls.
Oh, I was about to do it.
Run
No, my
that
turn.
ish.
Everybody?
Wrong one.
Ooh.
No, just the two who are awake.
Just making sure.
Here.
Got a 5.
5.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Hello? Please, if you're up there, help.
Tara, you hear that. Not Aiden.
Let's see Tara like look immediately towards, I guess, like that direction.
What is it?
You didn't hear that?
No. What did you hear?
Somebody asking for help. And I think it's them, like, pointing to the door.
Other
And
than
I don't
that,
like it here.
Yeah, I was like, other than that, nothing happens for you guys. So, whatever you want to do.
She'll look at Aiden, like, curiously, be like, how did you learn
He
your
can't hear
magic?
anything.
Oh, no.
He can't hear anything right now. Yeah.
Oh, dang it. Okay. Oh, hold on.
Everything's off, right? Okay.
Time for a regularly scheduled puppet show.
His perception check was so bad, it shut it off in real life.
He really doesn't get to hear
Aw.
anything. God damn.
He's sad.
That is literally one of my favorite fucking gift sets of all time. I love those stupid vultures. Ugh. Just fucking love them.
You guys hear me now?
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
I was just about to do all the voice mods again to waste time. But we're good. He's back.
You have to show them the one I asked you to do.
That was my
when you
favorite
get
part of the
another
last
break.
stream.
What did you last hear?
It was I asked you what did you hear, and then it cut off.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, she points towards the door. Like, I think it's them. They want me to help.
I don't think we're suited to help them at this time.
No, I
Best thing we
agree.
do is just leave them there.
Yeah, she like kind of shudders. She's like, I really don't like it here.
I'm the same. I don't like it here either.
But then she like looks at you kind of curiously, does it to change the subject, and will like kind of she'll ask like, where did you learn your magic from?
I was always people can say gifted in magic. I could understand it at an early age, but Aiden kind of like hesitates a little bit. But my father didn't want a wizard. He wanted a warrior for a son. So, but I try now to learn as much as I possibly can. It would. My mother, she's a wizard, and she kind of taught me a little bit before I was sent away.
Your mother sounds lovely.
He smiles like really, like he's like really smiles. He's like, yes, she is. I haven't seen her in a long time though, but hopefully, if I ever get out of here, I can visit her again.
We'll make sure that happens. And then she'll like sit back down and start like she'll pull out her book and start reading through it again. And that's kind of her way to like shut off before she gets a little too open.
Aiden pulls out his spell book, and it seems beaten up. He seems like he had it for a long time, but he just goes over the same spells that he usually goes over.
And you both just sit there in silence reading spell books.
Yep.
As nothing
Bunch
goes
of
on. Bunch of
Nerds.
At this point, Donovich would wake up and he would start to wake up as many of you as he can and say that the dawn is approaching. You should do this at first light.
Agreed.
Punch will kind of look back at Aiden and indicate the coffin with his head. Like, round 2.
You all get full night's rest and level up to level 2.
Woo!
Oh wow, okay.
Wait, do you want me to as well?
Yeah, you're good.
Alright.
Absolutely.
Do that right
Okay.
now.
Are we doing milestone for this?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Shit, I need to pick my academy.
I get to make Mal give me
That's a
something,
weird
whether she likes it or not.
Roll D2.
With consent. But it's mine.
Ooh. I get to get angrier.
How do I
Hell
level up on
yeah. Do I have that?
Punch gets to punch more. I really need one of you to ask Punch why he's called Punch. At some point.
I'm assuming like the punch things.
No, it's not the only reason.
But
Rolling,
one of the reasons.
One of them, yes, absolutely.
Yes, you can also roll your hit die and all the things for leveling up, or however you get your more hit points.
Yeah, okay.
You're gonna need them.
I don't know how to do that. Do I just roll another d12?
Yes,
Okay.
and add your con. Unless you had it fixed when you did your D&D Beyond.
No, I rolled it. Oh shit, I got another 12.
Nice.
Noise.
I'm telling you, like, Punch is fucking beefy.
Damn.
Welcome
Punch is...
to your class.
Well, but remember I told you that Punch has been the best rolled character I've ever had? Like, Punch is stupidly OP.
Welcome
Or I think he is.
to your class.
You should see Aiden's. Rolls.
Need I remind you that at the end of Ixpol, I was a literal god.
God.
That's
It was
shit.
insane when you posted that. I was like, holy shit.
I do have a question about my optional feature manager. I don't know what the hell that is, or if I can or cannot do that.
What?
It says I have an optional feature manager.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
Well,
Don't worry about that. That's a
Thank you,
character.
sir.
That's a character design option.
Oh, good. Thanks for letting me know. I think that's all I have to do. Come on, Punchy Boo. Let's see what you're at. This is funny.
My hit points went from 15 to 18.
I also have another question.
yes.
Is a Morning Star a two-handed weapon
It would
or
say
a one-handed? No.
Look at another spell slot.
Ooh.
perfect.
It doesn't say. It just says Morning Star. So then my question is, I have two weapon fighting in combat. Does that mean I would have to have two weapons in each hand, or one weapon in each hand?
Yeah, 2-weapon fighting is that. What you just said.
Perfect.
One in each hand.
Yeah.
Then
One weapon in each hand.
Cool. Just means that I'd have to have both my mace and my Morning Star in hand, which is kind of funny.
Morning stars are one-handed.
Yeah, and I think it says so are maces. Because it doesn't say I have to have 2
mace
hands.
is just one.
Which is like, that just seems, again, ridiculously OP to me. I get 2 massively bludgeoning weapons.
Well,
You're a barbarian.
yeah.
I
And
know.
also,
Beefcake!
what do they do? A mace only does 1d6, which isn't big, and 1d8, which is the same as a rapier. So it's like, it's not Sauron's from Lord of the Rings.
So I chose the weak shit.
No, it's just like, it's a ball on a stick. And then a mace is just a solid stick. But
But a really heavy stick. A really thick whacking stick.
It's the bat from Walking Dead.
Gosh.
Everybody all leveled up?
Yeah.
Almost there. Hold on.
Almost there.
Almost.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm getting there. I need to pick a fighting style, and I did not prepare that.
Babe, I've been.
Just fiction.
So to be fair, we're like, if you guys want to think about that, that's totally okay. Like, you don't need to do it right now. Just have it done by the next session, because we're almost done.
Sounds good. Okay.
Yeah. Give you guys more time to think instead of just like right now. But just the hit points and the full rest is all you needed.
Cool.
All right. And you said Punch and Aiden, are you going to be lifting it again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna leave your door like that. That's fine.
Okay. So you lift up and start to walk the casket towards the front of the church, because you're going to have to go out and loop around. As you go out, the goat is not out front because it is a new dawn.
Yep.
The cat, I believe, is still there. How long does the cat stay out?
It's the cat stays out until I dispel it or someone deals damage to it.
Okay. So the cat is still there, just chilling, watching.
Still a zombie?
Yep. You all make your way out and head out back to a very clean part of the cemetery. And it looks like it just says Burgomaster, and there is the big mausoleum. The father asks you to place the coffin inside the mausoleum.
All right, I do it.
Okay. I was like, if not, that's weird.
I just drop it and walk away.
We're not with him.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know this guy.
Yeah, we just totally yeet the coffin into the mausoleum, just like, that's all he needs. We don't actually have to be nice to it.
As this is happening, the sunrise is happening, and for the first time, you can actually see a bit of the sun through all the overcast. As the father says, "O Dawn Master, support this soul in their last hour by the strong arms of thy brightness and the fragrance of thy consolations. Let thy shining mercy pour over them, and let thy own body be their food, and thy blood their sprinkling. And let thy glorious and own dear patrons smile on me, that in and through them all they may die as we desire to live, in thy arms, in thy faith, and in thy love." As he says this, the doors close on the mausoleum. Ismark begins to cry. Irina stands stone-faced.
Put my arm around Irina.
Is it okay blessing? I'm not saying that I could have done better, but
I mean, it's true.
It was fine.
A bit showy, but good. As the prayer ends,
Tara goes up to Ismark, just kind of like puts a hand on his arm.
and he puts his hand on your hand.
She's a little weirded out, but she's fine with it.
And then as the prayer ends, the fog covers up where the sun sort of was. And it's back to the overcast sky as usual. Donovich begins to walk back out the gate towards the front of the church. He's humming to himself as he does it.
Is he humming?
It is just humming, and Aiden would imagine it's one of the hymns that he saw in the book. But since he's not saying any words, you don't know what it is. Do you follow back towards the front?
Yeah, Cassie wants to follow him and wants to ask him more about his son.
As you all start to round the corner to get to the front, you start to hear hoof prints. And a skeletal horse with a skeleton rider walks up to the entrance of the church. Its empty eye sockets look down at you, reach into the saddlebag, pulls out a letter, and hands it to you, Cassie.
Okay.
After you take, do you take it?
Yeah, I guess she'll take it and she'll just take it and start calling for Cass, or start calling for Cal.
I'll run over.
Cal? Is this one of those things where everybody else can see it?
Yeah, everyone can see this.
Okay, she will not take her eyes off the rider and just hand him the letter. She's just terrified. Roll for panic.
The rider leave or not?
It starts to walk away.
Okay.
Aiden
Sorry, right away.
Aiden walks over to where the rider is and just watches as the rider rides away. Just make sure he doesn't, turn around or double back.
Is that something we need to deal with?
It doesn't make any aggressive action. It hands the letter and leaves.
I think we'll be fine. He's leaving.
Cassie, did you hand me the letter?
Yep, she handed it to you and she's just hugging herself and shaking.
Okay. I'll open it to read it.
When you flip it over, you can see the wax seal is a raven with a castle behind it. As you open it,
oh
no.
Excuse you.
What the fuck?
Let's go.
Got really intense.
My dear Irina,
Alright.
Oh
it
shit.
is a shame that you left your house last night. We could have ridden off together into the moonlight, just like we did in life's past. I said, come out in 1 hour, or this new party of yours would die. My condolences for your father. It was never my intention for him to be harmed. He did, after all, let me in the house. I need one more evening with you. to cement our forever together. I know right now this is not what you wish, but in time you will see that you and I have always meant to be. I pray that your trip to Valaki is safe. And know I will be watching. Yours always, Strahd Zarovich.
And that's where we're going to end.
What the hell?
Ooh.